Hi, I'm Jerry. I'm a typical homeowner, and I like to just document my journey on trying to get a backup source for my house. And maybe you can benefit from this. Uh, this became more realistic when just recently our home was without power for 4 hours. That's not too bad. A little ways away on a different electric company, they were out for a week. Um, with uncertainties happening in the world, it might not be a bad investment. The price of electricity seems to be going up, and we have always toyed around of getting some type of generator to keep at least the refrigerator and the freezer, because I have both, going. And when there's no electric, hate to lose all that food for that. But then other considerations came to mind, and we just kept putting it off. Annually, probably for the past 5 years, we looked at different gas-powered portable generators, and just hesitating. And one of the hesitations happens to be the fact that we are on a well. And how do you have this operate? If the power goes out, we'd like to have water, plus the hot water. And I know, and I'm not afraid of it, playing around with electricity. As you can tell, I'm not too worried about the quality of this video. This is just a documentary of my journey. And, I should say up front, I have had no one approach me for any advertisements or anything like that. So as we journey through this, nothing's paid for, everything's out of my pocket. If I drop a name, it's just because that's the fact. So back to what I was about to say. I know that I can take that box off, and I've replaced this a couple times already, so like I said, I'm not afraid to get into that. You basically disconnect that wire there, and then on the outside, let's go ahead and just do that. Let's try and get this off fairly quickly, because I don't want you getting bored. That's good. Okay, so it's the two outer ones that you would actually remove the black and white wire and replace it with another wire from the generator to keep the electric going on this, if we had one of those generators, whatever generator we end up getting. The other thing is that over here we have one of these type of wood burning stove furnace type things, and it comes with a blower on the back, and we'd like to stay warm through the winter, so that would be a nicety as well. So yeah, those are some of the essentials that we like to do more than just a refrigerator and freezer. Now, as I mentioned, we looked at gas-powered generators. We even had someone come out to the home and price out a solar option, and it was, despite all the rebates and stuff like that, it was pretty pricey. And it basically, if you didn't kind of take out a loan for this, you would, you couldn't really piece it together. You couldn't buy so much, and so we just passed on that as well. And so we're looking for a different option. and we're doing the research thereof. What I found very interesting is that a gas power generator, portable that is, uh, only lasts anywhere from 6 to 12, maybe 18 hours on a full tank, depending on the size of the tank. That means I gotta be filling this thing quite frequently. And if there's a snowstorm, because we live out in a place where there is inclement weather, and if there's a snowstorm, I can't be getting a vehicle going to get gasoline to fill up this generator. Uh, so, especially every day, yes, you're supposed to have some on hand that you wouldn't have to go every day, but nonetheless, um, you still have to make a trek out. Now, we used to get really bad snowstorms on an annual basis, sometimes twice a year. We haven't seen too much of that, so thankfully that wouldn't be the super concern, but the potential's there. So then I was thinking, a whole house. That'll take care of that whole electrical thing on the well pump and stuff like that. Get a whole house generator. There's a very popular name that I'm not going to drop a name on because that's not the purpose of this, but it's a very popular name, and a neighbor up the street has one of those, and I considered that, and then I found out that on a full tank of propane, like 250 gallons worth, I know you can get bigger sizes, but 250 gallons, that will only last 4 to 5 days. So you have to have somebody come out every week if for whatever reason the electric were to be off for a long period of time. If we were out for 2 weeks, that means I would have to have 2 fill-ups at least, and that's going to start getting pricey. And so when I learned these things, I definitely thought that the solution is going to have to be something else that doesn't involve someone coming to us or us leaving here to go get it, and that goes back to solar. And so I've been investigating. There's a particular company that I can't think of the name off of the top of my head, but they provide food rationings and all kinds of things for just such an emergency. But their generators are very pricey. And that's what got me thinking about it too. That they advertise with our generators, and they bragged about it, that they could provide unlimited energy for however long the crisis would be. And well, further investigation is that, like I said, they are very pricey for what they offer. And evidently I stumbled on something by doing a search for that particular company. As I mentioned, I don't want to be just dropping names, but there was one particular company that came to mind, and doing some comparisons and watching all kinds of videos, I have chosen to take the pathway, and now I will drop a name, and again, this is not to promote them in any shape or form, because they did not pay me anything, and they did not give me anything free either. And at least at this point, but you know, it'd be nice if they give me something free, but because things are a little pricey still, but not as pricey as I said that the top company is. But the unit that I've decided to go with is known as Jackery, and so I've placed an order for one main box and a battery backup and solar panels, and I don't know, maybe I have been influenced by all the videos that I watched on the subject, but we're going to give it a go. And if it works out, great. And if it fails, then you're going to be informed. This is going to be an honest review of this, and we'll find out how it goes. So stay tuned on hopefully what will become nearly a daily journey on installing all of this and testing it out, and see, by the way, how it works out in the state of Pennsylvania. So yes, I will drop that my location is in Pennsylvania. It's not sunny California. It's not sunny Florida. It's not even in Texas. But humidity high during the summer at least. Cloudy, very challenging overcast days here in Pennsylvania. We'll see how it goes, because that is my concern. That is the biggest concern. That solar is primarily made for your sunny states, but not for where I live. But we're going to give it a go. We'll see how it turns out. Stay tuned.